We'll start recording.
Oh, okay. Let me get the old... There it is. Man, we have so much. So much. Okay.
Kitty scritches.
Okay, there's the map quest, the artifact quest,
Ready
coincidental
to
murder, you are here,
turn.
rundown Hamlet. What's the other crystal for? By Willow West.
Hey, CJ.
Yes.
Can I make a suggestion?
Sure.
Can you add in text channel side quests? Or
Sure.
quests? And then put what we have down?
Yeah?
I mean, yeah, I can move it out of lore questions and add it there.
I mean, that's just that's just, you know.
You got stop. Stop it.
What? I do! I'm gonna turn
No,
it.
Sean is being a bitch.
I'm gonna
Hey,
go jump off a
Kissy,
cliff
calm down.
because Zia wants me to.
No.
All right, so
Whee!
I will create a new text channel.
Oh, Zia, did you
later.
watch the session you missed last week?
I feel like I got the gist of it already from hearing what people have written.
Oh yeah, we went over it.
I just wanted to make sure she's caught up. I did give her a brief rundown of it, too.
Just send her the damn video.
I did.
Okay.
Did you get my my message?
Yes, I saw your message.
If you really want notes, you can have my notes. I take good notes.
I believe that you're a person that takes really good notes.
Thank you.
I was talking to
Well,
Chrissy.
you know what then?
Okay.
I hit the wrong button. I was trying to mute myself.
Damn.
I see I'm not wanted here. Bye.
He tries to mute himself and fails.
Oh my
Gotta be that
god.
low intelligence.
Get back in here, chick.
Oh,
No.
by the way, I'm helping speedrun Pokemon Arceus, and the record is now down to 4.5 hours. It's still going down.
I don't have that game.
There you go. Notes. Session 7 was last session.
I can't wait.
Eyes.
I can't wait for the
It can't
Legends
be
Arceus.
session 7.
Yes.
I can't wait
Yes.
for the Legends
Oh,
Arceus
I
speedruns
thought
to be-
we're talking about Echo Session.
Yeah, I don't have any notes there.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. We've been
Yep,
everywhere, and
Gex, you're coming
the
through.
story just kind of went off kilter, so I don't have notes.
I'm fixing that, and I'm doing it slowly.
I'm pinning your notes.
Yeah, she takes good notes.
I'm pinning your notes.
Pinning her notes?
Yeah, she takes good notes.
All right.
I can't see them. I try.
It's because you don't have Word.
Well, now I actually do have a few weeks to get everything set up for...
Kitty scritches.
All right.
You know what? Aiden! Aiden Lloyd Daniels!
Oh, his name is Daniels.
Lloyd. Who the fuck names their kid Lloyd?
People in the Midwest.
You need to turn off the notification life and go to bed. You got school tomorrow. And archery practice.
Listen,
And occupational therapy.
my high school life was pretty dope, actually.
Yeah, tomorrow's a busy
CJ
day
was a
for
great
us,
name.
Bubba.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Okay,
worked out
Swifty.
just fine for
Any
me.
CG nuts?
And
Oh my god.
I have
guys,
like Christopher Lloyd, so
Listen,
Hey.
woman.
and guys, Lloyd, that's a family name.
Okay.
I'm fine with it.
All right.
Lloyd's a pretty
My-
common name in Iowa and Nebraska.
Hey, CJ, don't remember what we talked about earlier. Wink, wink.
I
nudge,
know.
nudge.
I know.
All right, going back to the Gex.
Wait,
We are-
wait, if you're nudging as Gex, wouldn't you be nudging something else?
I mean, his, like, shin bone?
Now what?
Well, it depends on how tall the
is-
person is. You might be waist height.
The shit and bone.
Zia, you haven't responded to the message I sent you.
I wonder why.
Right?
Don't got nothing for you.
She's been having a rough couple weeks. Give her time. She'll figure out how to respond.
I've already sent you Delito Blue. Don't make me send him again.
You won't. You won't. Watch it. You won't.
And Daniels is my last name. He
I'll
has
fucking block you before you can send it.
You
he
should,
has
you should name your
he
kid
has
Jack.
he has my last name rather than his dad's.
You should name a kid Jack in your family.
Nope.
All right. So, Gex, your thing will that wink wink thing will happen when you leave the town, because they haven't seen him yet because they've been at the stables. Let's see. We had a lot of stuff happen in downtime. So, last session, you guys were at the colleges. I hope you're okay. You guys were at the colleges, continuing to investigate. Gex had started the pigeon apocalypse. Kaiza had come across a interesting place. An interesting piece of knowledge that there was a speakeasy in town, and then later, during downtime, found that speakeasy. Primus and Rai were accomplice to Gex's shenanigans. Kathen spent most of his time locked away in his room. And Vitani did a little bit of checking out another temple. Her downtime was, I believe, also spent probably meditating on, I would think, the increasingly apparent weight that has been placed on her shoulders.
That, and I did change my tools.
Right. We went over that. That was switched, but you didn't tell me what you switched to.
Wrong
Sure,
person.
yeah.
Oh wow, really?
What?
Yes, really. What?
What am I looking?
Let's...
Okay. Let me just... Nothing. Okay. So, then, during the actual downtime, Gex got up to a lot, and I mean a lot. He visited the orphans, gave them a bunch of candy, talked them into helping him with his diabolical schemes, and also, through a very charitable event, was able to secure for them a nursery of sorts for I'm not gonna say just livestock, but chickens and goats, and I feel like there was something else. Chickens, goats, and something else. There were three, right? Yeah. Well, it's in there, so we know. Through that, he was able to maybe help the children secure more steady jobs at a younger age because of their tradeworthiness rather than just being better educated.
CJ, I messaged you.
Okay. Got it. So very well done, very well oriented. And later, Gex had, through a magical form of arcane telepathy that he was not aware he was capable of, informed Primus that there was a haunted house, and Primus immediately investigated said haunted house.
Wait, how did I do this?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it was more like Primus just assumed he got that information and then he acted on it.
It was the fucking orphans were screaming about a curse because Gex made up a curse, but it turned out it correlated with the house on a hill or some shit. So I went and checked it out.
House on Haunted Hill?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there was intentionally on a hill. Yes. A very large estate. Primus visited, and though the place was overrun with life, just being reclaimed on the outside by nature. Some broken windows. Not all of them. Fetid waters in a couple of different oh my gosh, fountains bird fountains. And just as he was about to leave, caught out of the corner of his eye an image that he didn't quite lock onto. Looking back, he never quite was able to grasp that image again, but he then couldn't shake an eerie feeling that something was keeping an eye on him.
I'm watching you.
He returned to the town, and I believe there was a breakfast where you all exchanged a lot of what was going on, except Gex.
For reasons.
Right. And Keza had taken action against the guard who's for free. Name is Jack. They would have told you somewhere along the lines.
I got it from the guard.
Right.
Yeah, the female guard that I talked to.
Right.
The one you flirted with?
No.
No.
Not yet.
They were indifferent.
It's a joke, okay.
So the guard informed you that his name was Jack and let you know essentially, some of the dislike and distrust between the guards and him. Not all the guards, right? He has probably a few buddies, but from what she was willing to share, you were able to ascertain that most of the guard don't really care for him. You then went to the front of the castle, where there were a few diplomats who were taking dictations from just seemed like peasants, merchants, some passerbys. It just seemed like it was kind of like a mitigation center for requests to see the king. However, when you presented proper evidence, testimonials, and the idea, of course, the accusation essentially, that Jack, the royal guard, was taxing tax-exempt people and keeping the gold for himself, had thought twice about admitting to breaking and entering, and did not tell him that. You still received the order to bring all relevant evidence with you at 3 p.m. that afternoon. With the assistance of a now washed Gex after you encountered him covered in poo-poo.
Yeah, and you rolled a fucking nat 20.
Yes, I rolled for you on that. Nice job.
Even when I'm not playing the character, he's just too lucky. I don't know what to say.
He's too good.
Also, let me interject real quick. Primus, don't forget you still need to see if that guy paid his money.
Oh, yeah, I do have to do that.
Alright, go ahead.
Yeah, in a second. I just gotta send Christy a very long face real quick. Now, this is pretty much where we're picking up, is Keza and Gex were able to round up 7 of the 9 docksmen, one of the sisters from the orphanage, and 2 of the older orphans.
And the youngest, with dirt on his face.
Okay, alright. I'll say you were able to get that one last orphan in. So, and it's funny because Christy just sent me this name that I had absolutely picked out for this chick, and now I just want to change it because it's just so fucking appropriate that I didn't realize how appropriate it was until his history just hit me like a sack of bricks. So, I was going to call this sister Antoinette, but she's no longer going to be named Antoinette because apparently Jack and Jill was about Marie Antoinette. I had no idea.
King Louis the 16th and Marie Antoinette.
So anyway, Sister Antoinette and three of the orphans, along with 7 merchants and Keza and Gex as ordered. You are at, I would imagine, a little early, if I wouldn't be mistaken.
Did I also get the guard? I forget if I did or not. The
what?
The one I was talking to, the other guard.
Yeah, you said we got the guard.
Oh yes, and you also were able to recruit the Miss Guard.
Yes, you also too. You used your coin, so you no longer. I think Citra said you no longer have a coin.
The flip,
Just to
the
find the
coin
fucking
flip
board.
is flip is out of play for the day, but it has like other cool ability. So I'm gonna see you guys got there a little early, which is good. You are ushered into a great foyer past the castle gates and into the actual castle itself. The foyer is filled with these banners that are red and black with a white embroidery. The black is more of a trim, the red is the base, and there's white embroidery in the center. It bears the crest of the King of Luxland. And I don't remember if I told you the king's name or not.
I don't think we needed it yet.
Yeah. Would the general say anything from Greenridge?
No, he just said he'd move it along to the proper channels, and that didn't necessarily involve the king directly.
Mm-hmm. Luxland's the kingdom, right? Or like the actual capital?
Oh yeah, this is the capital. Like you guys are
Okay.
in the capital of the kingdom.
Yes.
Well, capital of the kingdom, eh?
While sitting there, I mean, you guys, there are some benches about, pressed against the walls, essentially, between these pillars. There are a couple of big doors on your right and your left, and then there's a very regal set of doors. They're very nicely crafted wood with these, I would say, these iron bands across them, but they're either painted or gilded in gold. Above the door again is just the emblazoned crest of the king with 2 swords behind the shield.
What kind of swords?
They're just long swords, essentially.
Gotcha.
So we have a minute to talk before we go in.
About a little bit. Now, when you guys are brought in, the emissary who escorts you invites the sister to continue on with him into the royal chamber, but the rest of you are outside.
Right.
Are we all here?
Unfortunately, just Gex and Keza.
Okay.
Yes. Keza!
She's eating. This is a really
Stop
bad
it.
time.
Stop eating! Stop it! What are you, a nervous eater? Come on!
Man, that must have been a hell of a bite of food.
Alright, just listen. When we get in there, when you tell them answers, just be vague, okay? Fucking tall fucks, when you be too specific, they always ask questions. How much trouble have you been in before?
Yes.
Never.
Well,
Yes.
take it from me. The less you say, the more it means.
Well, this isn't his first rodeo. He's been coasting his whole life off of fucking money.
I think that means this is your first rodeo.
No, it means I know how to get out of trouble.
Ah, perfect. And, what did you tell them that I did exactly?
I simply said that you were involved with the orphans.
Fuck, my reputation. Alright. Fine, whatever.
You're a hardcore monster that also associates with orphans.
Look, if it's not brought up, just don't bring it up, okay?
Oh, it's getting brought up.
I will be praising nothing but your generosity right now.
Don't you fucking do it.
And then, just as Gex says that line, the doors push open, and inside, you see, in a very distant kind of, maybe like 200 feet in, empty kind of throne. And again, these pillars just continue on down like in a very orderly line. There's a beautiful red carpet kind of just laid out again with these golden trim across it. And you are asked to step in by the emissary who brought you up here.
Gex will follow Kaiser.
Okay. So, the two of you, along with the entourage behind you, all file in to this room, and it takes, almost a minute to get down there to the proper place where the emissary kind of orients you to stand and kind of almost splits you up a little bit. So the sister and the orphans are in one clump. The docksmen are in another, and then you two are kind of put together. And he kind of gives you a bow, informs you to wait here, and then takes his leave. The doors do close, and you do see as you walk down here, there is a guard between every single pillar on the left and the right hand side.
And I'm assuming that we're all weaponless right now, correct?
They did not ask you to remove your weapons, presumably because they didn't think they'd need to.
Alright, so I'm just walking around with all my copper boomerangs showing up. Okay, got it.
Each guard is suited in
Jokes on him, I have the ability to kill all of them right now.
all the guards are essentially in chainmail. There's roughly 18 of them. And in the front, when you get up there, there are two actually like very heavily armored, full plate guys. Both of them with shields, and it looks like swords, just long swords on their side. But the armor itself is a little more decorative. Just probably conscripted specifically for these guards by the king. Now, off to a side door, about 100 feet up, there was another set of doors on the left side. You do hear those open up, and into the room comes a couple of guards and Jack. They walk up and they stand in front of in front of the throne, and they're kind of shoulder to shoulder with you. The two guards don't look. You could say they look irritated right now, and Jack just doesn't seem to put it together until he kind of looks over and sees the orphans, the docksmen, and
Oh shit.
he kind of recognize, like, there's a bit of recognition for Keza, but not only for like that blip of a second, like kind of like, I think I've seen you before kind of look.
Hey, can I do a sleight of hand to try to flip them off without the other guards knowing?
You can make a roll for it.
All right, sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Please, a natural one.
Oh no. Oh no.
A natural 20.
Yeah.
So, you make a little bit of move
Like
to kind of like
go
go down and,
like that.
yep, and like you just reach down just to like pat something on your boot, and as you come up, you just kind of like very slyly on your calf, just give him the bird, and then he's the only one that catches it, and you see him like give you like a how dare you look, and no one else catches it.
I wink at him.
Cool. So right about this time, you do see from behind the throne comes a rather tall, lanky man. He's very thin.
Oh no, a tall fuck.
Has a very long white beard. And is wearing this, like, he's got this white-ish robe on it. It has a couple like implements of red on it, a couple accents of black, but it's primarily white. And he says, "His lordship shall be in within a moment. Please be patient." And he steps to the side and stands behind this kind of desk that has a small little nook to it, with a bunch of books and papers, inkwells. Seems like it was intended for him to be essentially taking notes or helping with royal orders, organizing the king's day and such. Then in walks another heavily armored guy, but this dude's armor is just tricked out, like absolute pitch black with red paint on the pauldrons, just accented. And on the center of his armor is a golden emblazonment, similar to the King's Crest, but it's slightly different. And he is holding a large maul that has this beautiful dark kind of mahogany wood look to it.
That is mahogany!
Yeah,
Sorry.
I know. And the top of it is just a big block of granite. It's perfectly cut in squares. It's just a big block of granite stone. And he's holding it not in a fashion that you would wield a maul, but more of a presentational manner. And from the other side of the throne comes a mountain of a man. He's fucking huge in every aspect. He's got a broad chest. He's like pushing 6'10", just absolutely built like a unit. Now, I'm not saying he's got like fucking 8-pack abs or anything. Like, he's like medieval fit. He's got a little bit of a belly on him, but otherwise he's a massive dude. As he steps in front of the throne, the man wearing black armor turns and presents the maul to the king, who accepts it and hands him a royal scepter that he was holding, and that scepter looks fucking tiny in this guy's hand. When it makes a trade, it seems like it's a little bit more appropriate sized in black armor's hand.
I could take him.
Yeah. So the king then squares up in front of everyone and brings them all down, and it makes this thunderous
Square up,
crash. What?
Square up, thought.
Makes this thunderous crash against the stone. Echoes out. And
Oh, you rang?
Jack... this guy. Jack seems confused for a moment. He recognizes the procedure and realizes he's on the wrong side of the aisle. Jack, you stand accused of theft, taxation outside of my law. Beside you, your accusers. We will hear evidence. We will hear a rebuttal. And I shall pass judgment. Proctor. And the old man from behind the desk stands up and turns to the group. Yes, we will start with the accuser. The white tiefling has brought this matter to our attention. He has also provided a great deal of evidence that I find damning. I would like to find out how he came across this information.
Stole it.
And
Monitoring.
Kiza, you feel all the eyes kind of shift to you in the room.
I'm looking at you.
Right.
Also, my cat is laying on top of my head, and I don't know how I feel about this.
Let's see here.
Well, you see, Your Honor, I broke into the man's house.
Yes, I just literally.
What was the exact question that the king just asked?
How did I acquire?
The evidence, yeah.
The evidence.
And it's not necessarily a matter of how you acquired it, more of what brought you to this accusation. Like, how did you get here?
Ah.
Okay, so that changes the answer then.
The little orange lizard standing right beside you.
You see this brave soul here who stand by the side of the orphans and it told me of this plight. Nah, I won't put him on the spotlight like that.
Can I do the help action?
No.
No, I was gonna say something.
It's not. I mean, it's not
It's not
necessarily
really a check.
It's
Yeah.
not a check right now. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, as it comes to my attention, that's simply just me wandering your town for no less than a week. It has become apparent that certain people have been unhappy with the procedures of one of your guards here. And particularly, the members of the orphanage had pointed out to me, with my friend's assistance, that clearly there's something underhanded going on here. And I have no reason to... I have no reason to put one of your own on the spotlight, seeing as how I'm a mere foreigner. But it's simply troubling indeed that this man would simply steal from children.
Parentless children at that.
Children with no families. So I simply decided that it was simply my duty to bring it to your attention.
And the investigation led to, and he looks to his proctor. Yes, so the investigation led to testimonials from all 9 of the Docksmen, 7 of who appeared today. We also had a very detailed transcript from the orphanage, and he produces a book that the sister brought, which is what he acquired from her. This transcript details, in painstaking detail, every day an amount the collector in question had collected taxes, and it is an exuberant amount. Over 2 years, it reaches nearly 500 gold. And you see the king just shift his eyes, and you can see there's a great deal of, I'm gonna say, a mixture of like anger and disappointment, but then turns back to the two of you. And from what I hear from the sister, the little one, Gex, has been a great deal of help
Oh no.
to these children.
Yep, it was brought up.
Is this true? And he's directing the question directly at you, Gex.
Gex does a salute to General Totem. Yes, Your Tall Highness.
You get a little lift of his head out of that, like he wasn't expecting that answer, but he's also not like flabbergasted or anything. I shall hear the accounts of the Docksmen, and he brings the giant maul down, sending out that thunderous echo once more. And the 7 of them begin basically verifying their stories. Some of them have some notes. One of them has actually just as equaled detailed dictations of when he was taxed on him. The other 3 or 4 who don't have any kind of notes on them just verify again the stories that, yeah, they continue to be taxed over the last 2 years. And he's already collected a statement from the sister and makes a note of so. The proctor has again in front of him all the details. Plus, he picks up a bucket and sets it down. We were informed that we might find additional proof within the home. I had the guards check it out, and it turns out in the exact spot where they thought it would be was a bucket of coin. And the total of this coin comes up to nearly 1,500 gold. And then you see the king kind of shift a little bit and then just kind of turn and square up to Jax. I will hear the testimony of the defense. And he brings down the gavel again, and it crashes. Jack kind of quibbles at first. Starts with some excuses. Moves in with a couple of explainers. Very half-assed. Doesn't seem very well put together. And then kind of mentions that he never received such a writ in the first place. Again, Proctor turns to the king and says, "This was also found in the home," and presents the writ. King turns back to Jack. You would claim that my own son is so incapable of following out a simple order as executing a writ to a tax collector. I find your testimony lacking. And his eyes just shift from Jack to the group. Kaiser, Gex, you will remain. The rest of you may leave. See that those children are given a proper bath. And they all kind of begin to exit with the escort of one of the guards, not one of the big ones, but one of the standard ones. Once they've left, it is just essentially the three of you now. I appreciate that you have brought this matter to my attention. I have been away on campaign. The Eastern Kingdoms wish to conduct a team effort of sorts into the Southern Islands. Having been away for so long, this matter seems to have passed right under my own son's nose as well. He shall be given proper, shall we say, punishment for this.
Reprimand.
However, I find the matter more egregious, and he turns to Jack, that one of my own entrusted royal guard would commit theft after I have ordered there be no more taxes on the orphans or the dock traders. By association, you have stolen from my kingdom in my name, which means you have stolen from me. This coin will be reallocated to those who it was taken from. In addition, I will see that they receive a little bit extra. For my trouble, I hereby sentence you to death. And he brings the gavel down again. For there is no other penalty for treason. And you see the two guards behind him snatch his arms, and he starts being dragged away as he's flailing about and kicking his legs and shouting a bunch of mercies and please knows that he can explain, he can do better. I promise. And eventually, his pleas are drowned out by the distance, and eventually go silent. This is a very rare instance. I do not typically hear the word of outsiders, but such accusations I carry in high priority. You have my thanks. In addition, and he kind of looks back and forth between the two of you.
Kaiser just has his arms behind his back, nonchalantly there.
Your eyes?
My arms.
Oh.
Like, you know how you put your arms behind your back like crossed?
Gex is nervously twitching like,
The king, shifts the maul from one hand to the other, and then looks to the proctor and kind of waves his hand. Proctor steps up with a sealed envelope with a stamp on it, sealed by wax. This is a writ that will allow you to request audience with me at any time, so as long as I am present. If I am not, my daughter often serves as regent beneath me.
oh no.
What? Shut up! Just shut up already. You're not gonna say shit.
Should you have need, you may, in the future, simply present this to the emissaries outside, and they have been instructed to bring you in immediate fashion. And he lifts them all and descends the steps, walks over, and a king standing much taller than Gex gets pretty much in Gex's Kool-Aid.
Oh no. Gex is straining his neck so hard.
And then he leans down just enough so that you can take the writ from him.
I stand on my tiptoes and grab it.
He stands back up.
Kesa just says, truly.
So your daughter, huh?
Oh my god, shut the fuck up. Truly, your kindness knows no bounds, your liege. My liege. Bad words. My liege. There we go.
Oh, is Gex infecting you?
No, he would have said it fine. I'm just fucking tongue-tied all the time.
Dying.
Gex does the salute again.
We humbly accept such a great gift.
Your service has been appreciated. However, my time draws near. If there is not any other matters, currently, I invite you to leave.
Gex Power walks out the room.
Well, we shan't burden your time anymore. Wish you a good day, sir.
And he nods a little bit, and again, one of the guards does follow behind, but is struggling between keeping up with Kaze's casual step and then Gex just fucking sprinting his way out the out of the room. He's very flustered.
Fuck,
but eventually,
how do you think I feel? Fucking out of character. Fuck.
You guys make your way out. You are led outside of the castle gates where the drawbridge is brought up again. And you have successfully got a man
Executed, yes.
convicted and executed. I feel
wonderful.
There is one more thing. On your way out, you do hear the proctor ask the king, and who am I going to schedule for the execution, sir? And the king just says, you're quite aware that in the case of treason, it is always me.
Damn.
Alright, Gex will immediately go to the nearest alleyway as soon as he gets to a safe spot and go in there.
Yeah, I mean, you can find a pretty quiet alleyway.
Yeah, I get deep in that alleyway.
You're there?
Did Kesa follow me?
Well, yes. I'm not gonna just like... Alright, well, my job's here done. Bye, Gex.
Gex turns around in the middle of an alleyway. Holy fucking gods! Did you see that fucking tall fuck? Holy fucking shit! And what's that goddamn shit handing me, the small one, the fucking thing that he wrote? I don't know what the fuck it is, but what the fuck was he thinking? What the fuck happened?
Kesa shrugs. Your guess is as good as mine. I'm surprised he handed you. I suppose since you were the one that worked with the orphans, it simply seemed appropriate.
Yeah, but you see him, he bent down to give it to me. Oh, he bent down. Oh, I don't like him.
I don't think that was a gesture of...
Okay. If you were missing a leg and I handed you 2 shoes, don't you think that's a fuck you to you?
I mean, did you want him to drop the letter on you?
He could have handed it to you! The fuck is this shit anyway? Gex goes in the.
Hey!
Throws
I
it
will
what?
The fuck do I want to see him again?
I will be taking that, and I grab the letter. This could be useful to my endeavors.
So you
Whatever.
guys have. Oh yeah.
After all, it was my work that got the evidence. But there you go. We got your corrupted guard thrown into to be executed.
The fuck? Do you want me to make you a goddamn cookie or something? I mean, I don't have any money on me. Well, I do, but that goes to somebody else. But speaking of which, I need to go back to the inn because I gotta pay those damn orphans.
Yes, I think our business ended wonderfully here. It was a pleasure to work with you.
Jesus Christ! Next time, Kaysa, when I say do it publicly, I mean make an anonymous letter in public. Not hand the fucking king and tell him an XYZ about this and that. Jesus Christ! Or by the gods.
Is there a Jesus Christ in this world? I don't know.
He definitely isn't.
Dang.
Oh yeah, he's over there. He makes sandwiches.
Yeah.
There's only
He's a
proper
carpenter
gods in this
who makes
world.
He's
sandwiches.
a carpenter. Yeah. Ah.
I have my way of doing things. It's just simple as that.
Oh, jeez. Fucking. I need to see Jesus Christ later. Fuck. Make him a goddamn back brace for me. Fuck this stress.
Kaysa and Gex, having completed this side quest, you both gain inspiration.
Oh, sweet.
Nice, I can abuse that.
And also, I'm assuming
my +8 persuasion. Let's go.
and I'm assuming I paid the children.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I had 65 because you said there was 13, right?
Yeah.
Holy shit, no.
Man?
I have 66 left. I literally have 1 silver coin left.
Lux plan. Oh, do you
Yeah.
need money?
So you have a writ of royal summons.
Freaking. If you need money to pay the orphans, I have like 500 gold, dude.
Do you say this to Gex?
Yes, if you seem to
Fuck
be.
your money. I don't need your goddamn tall fuck money. God damn it. What, you think I'm a fucking charity? Just because I'm an orphan? Fucking. Gex walks away.
Gex, it's not money for you, it's money for the orphans.
Gex is already gone. Good Gex does not want to hear it.
Oh dear. Whatever makes him happy, I suppose.
Why do
Alright, so.
So
I don't know, you guys want to travel with me because I have the sweet ride.
Well, not only did I get to help some people, I also furthered my own agenda, so this letter will come in handy, I'm sure.
absolutely could.
Also too,
King's
Gex was
daughter.
mad. Gex was mad because he's the only one that can't fucking read.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah.
So it was like a double insult to Gex.
Not only did this fucking tall fuck show me how fucking tall he was, he leaned down to me, like, here's this letter, jump for it, and then I can't even read.
That motherfucker. That's why Gex was quiet.
So, it is around 4:30 p.m. You all come back together. Primus has shared with you about the haunted house. You have a number of quests as is. The world's your oyster.
Oh, fuck.
Well, I got some interesting information at the speakeasy. And now I know of another place to do some shenanigans. And I guess it's just now just more stuff about the fucking Sunken Kingdom and anything. But freaking what's it called?
So, do we want to focus on this haunted thing? The curse?
You can
Yes,
you
yes.
can go to the mansion, you know.
Well, Gex is not going to say this out loud, but Primus won't let Gex do anything else with his pranks until the curse is actually addressed. Or the spirit.
Yeah, isn't there like the haunted mansion you guys still haven't looked at?
The what?
The haunted mansion.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Well, are we talking about this right now? So, Primus, you heard about a haunted house?
I'll fucking kill you. Yes, while we were around town doing looking for a spell component, we heard about a curse and a possible whereabout or origin of this curse.
I too have heard about this curse.
We went to a building or a home atop a hill and discovered there is a presence there, so there is legitimacy to this curse. Primus is using a lot of big words. I'm not in the right mindset for this. There is an evil in the house.
There's an evil? You know it's evil?
Yes.
Primus, but we talked about this before, and you don't know if it's evil. You know what they say about assumption, the words?
Right. Primus would definitely have picked up that it's unnatural.
Well, Vitani, are you here?
Presumably everyone.
Everyone's here?
Yeah, we should be all basically in an inn having dinner talking about next steps.
Yeah.
Well, Vitani, what do you think?
She may be strangling Aiden. It's totally possible.
Okay, well...
She could have also fallen asleep in her chair. She is muted currently.
That would be rough.
Oof.
Well, I'm here.
There she is.
Oh my god.
I'm here.
You
Vitani!
good, Erica?
Yep,
I was
I'm
muted
here.
the entire
I'm good.
time.
We woke her up.
Yes, Kick.
Who?
Gix?
Yes,
I
Gix.
said Gex. I said Gex.
You're a religious person. You're a religious fuck, right?
She sighs at that and looks at him. What did we talk about? But yes.
Wait, what did we... I'm confused. What did we talk about?
Insulting people.
I didn't insult you. Are you not a religious fuck?
You don't have to put fuck at the end of everything. You could say religious person.
Okay, are you a religious person?
Person.
Listen here. You're in the religion, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Alright, then what do you think about this ghost?
If they're undead, then they need to be moved forward to the afterlife.
Well, there you go, Primus. See? Vitani's on board.
They may need to be moved forward, but we do not know if they're evil or rather staying behind with regret.
Either way, they still need to be able to move forward.
Well, either way, you're gonna need this. And Gex brings out something for Vitani and Rye.
What is it?
All right, let's see. I made this with CJ. Where'd it go? Oh yes. 1 human-sized silver knuckle and 1 small-sized silver knuckle. There you go.
Oh.
Silver to kill the ghost.
Yes, I remember this now.
But Tawny tries to put it on. Does it fit her?
I mean, it actually does. He made it with you in mind. He got a good look at your hand, and he made a pretty good check.
Paw.
So, yeah, good look at your paw, and he made a good check, so it worked out.
Okay.
There you go. That way.
Because he said human size, and I'm like, ah.
Medium creature sized.
Yes.
Tall
Tall fuck size.
I mean,
She's Silver Knuckles.
Yeah,
she
so
looks and smiles. Why?
Look.
Thank you.
That way you can punch the fucking ghost real good.
You know, some monks in my my old temple actually could punch ghosts without any help.
Oh, I wish they were here.
yeah, the very advanced ones. Most people in the realm that have a class cap out at 5. Some of the, you could say, the leaders of particular places like the colleges might get as high as 9, and then literally less than what you could count on 2 hands people get above level 9.
Add 6 more to that list.
Yeah, time to become gods.
Well, anyway.
It sparkles.
So essentially how the knuckles work is that it's a club, but it just counts as a,
An arm.
yeah. So if you use it for you can use it for your unarmed strikes, or if you don't have unarmed strikes, it just counts as a club.
Wait, isn't the club like a D6?
We both have unarmed strikes.
Yeah, club's a D6. Oh, that's right. It would be a D4 if you didn't have unarmed strikes. Thank
So
you.
is it,
Good call.
So it's a D6
Light.
now?
No, it's a D4. It's like a light. Sorry, it's like a light. I think it was a light hammer that does that. D6, D4.
He's nuts.
So anyway, you guys would now be aware that the king's name is King Decimus Aurelius.
Tall fuck.
Guess.
Yeah, put that in chat.
Is it Decimus?
Yeah.
Decimus.
King Decimus Aurelius.
It's a fucking dope name.
Sorry if I yelled in your guys' ears earlier.
It's fine. You're a short fuck. You have to speak up.
Ooh. I swear to God, CJ's gonna make a name and it's gonna be like taint liquor, but fancy. We're not gonna notice.
So yeah, so the brass knuckles gives someone who just has
Silver
like
knuckles.
basically they're strung. Yeah, silver knuckles. Whether they're brass, silver, any kind of knuckle, just puts you up to a D4 striking. Unless it's an unarmed strike that you are usually better with, then it just uses your unarmed strike dice.
I think mine is still a D4.
Do you mean it brings up to a D6 unless you do an unarmed strike? It would still be a D4?
No, so the brass knuckles itself is a D4. It's like a dagger, but bludgeoning.
Yes.
But if the monk is like a D6, or if you have like a feat or something that gives you more, then it just goes with your unarmed strike die.
Oh, so it's scales.
Yeah, so it'll scale with their abilities.
Okay, so as our hit gets harder,
Yeah,
so
your
do the knuckles.
your punches basically can strike things that need to be hit by silvered objects. Is essentially
Now-
what.
Okay.
No, Ryan, I'm gonna tell you, this thing has a special power.
It sparkles in sunlight.
No, also too, it gets stronger every time you ask the person you're hitting, "Where's your money?"
I don't want their money.
God.
Why would I be asking where their money is?
No, specifically, you say, "Where's my money?" and then you hit them, and it gets stronger.
But I don't want their money. So, because I don't want their money, do I give this back?
Couldn't have said that to two better people. Honestly.
My God.
Look, just try it out. when you-
Matani looks at Rye very confused.
Just give it a try when you hit someone, okay? You'll get
But
it.
I
You'll
don't want
get
their
it.
money.
But yeah,
Oh, yeah.
we don't want their money.
Then fine, change it to take my money.
But I don't want to give them my money.
This is so fucked.
Gex kicks over a chair and walks out.
I look at Rye. Why would we give our money away if we're needing money?
I don't know. I'm so confused.
I am too.
Also, Ryan, I'm gonna need your help later.
That's never a good sign.
Okay. Does it
Yeah.
have to do with birds?
No, I'm gonna need you to punch me in the face while I'm blindfolded.
No.
What?
No, I'm not doing that.
Come on!
No, I'm not doing that.
Fuck. Honey, you wanna hit me in the face while I'm blindfolded?
I'm sure you can pay a guard to do that.
I don't have any money.
Do you want to be hit in the face?
Not right now.
You ask people to do it, and then you don't want it now.
I said later! Tall fuck.
He
It
did
is-
say later.
It is technically later. It's been a few minutes.
Do you need a fucking clock, tall fuck? What the hell's wrong with you?
Can you read a clock?
Can you kiss my ass?
If I bend over far enough.
Yeah, I need you on your knees.
Oh, I'll probably just pick you up instead.
Get the fuck away from me. Dex kicks another chair over and walks out.
I look over at Rye. Rye,
Yes?
I have had a wondering of sorts. If you ride on my shoulders or ride on Primus's shoulders, do you think one of us would be able to throw you at a target for a very high punch?
Probably.
Interesting.
We could try it. You want to try it?
I would like to try it, yes.
Let's go try it.
Okay.
So, what do you?
Rye's
guys-
just gonna chill on my shoulders until we get into combat.
Why the fuck are you laughing, CJ?
This whole situation is just hilarious. I love
What
you guys.
situation?
I love you guys. You're
I'm
amazing.
sorry, I thought Christy didn't share.
It's fine. So,
We
where are we
can,
headed?
we
What?
can
What's?
lead you to the house?
Yeah.
Okay.
We know the way.
Dude.
Gex jumps on the Primus Express.
Primus.
Hmm.
My friend, did you actually see the ghost? Or was it...
We felt like we were being watched, but only after sunset, after we went around the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, speaking of which, big guy, did you get that money?
Yes. Well, after I finished feeding the birds, Sir DM, I would have, because we, me and Gex
I
met
pantsed them. Yeah.
the red cloaked dude,
Oh yeah.
and John Donnelly asked him to repay him, and we
Correct.
intimidated the fuck out of him.
Yes.
So after I fed the birds the second time, I would have went to go check to make sure that he received his money.
Oh, okay.
So I mean,
He
if,
did-
if he did or didn't, then there's
He-
the man I need to hunt down or don't hunt down.
He did receive 55 gold, which is 5 more than he actually owed him.
Ah, excellent.
Oh man, because of that pants.
Interest.
Perfect. All right. Just wanted to make sure my own personal side quest was finished.
Yeah, you got it, man. He got the gold over there.
Excellent. Good. Yes, Gax, the payment was taken.
Fucking nerd.
So, is there any supplies, anything else you guys want to pick up before you head out?
No.
Well,
All right.
are we going? We're going to the haunted house.
Yes.
Can Gex use his last silver to buy a bunch of salt?
I believe so, yeah.
I buy a bunch of salt.
Okay, you buy a bunch of salt.
Would Gax like a gold piece so he doesn't feel broke?
Ooh, he doesn't
You don't know I'm broke. No one knows I'm broke.
I know you're broke.
He's another
You said that you had no money,
I said that to the Kaiser.
but you said that when we were talking about the silver knuckles, because you said we have to ask you for money, and I said I don't want to do that.
God damn it.
So
Yeah.
that's the reason I was saying, would you like a couple gold pieces?
No, I don't need your fucking charity. Get out of here. Come on, Primus, let's go. I hop on Primus's back.
Charity? It would be helping out an associate who's down on their luck.
Don't fucking look down on me.
CJ,
Down on their luck are fucking perfect. Okay,
CJ.
go ahead.
I would like to sleight of hand 5 gold into Gex's pocket.
Oh, okay.
What time of day is it? I'll fucking slap that out of here.
It's not quite sunset yet, so
Fuck.
I have to go bring
Yeah.
up my character sheet.
go ahead
No, I
and make a
rolled a
sleight
nat 20. No! But I got a 2.
that sucks. Make a sleight of hand check.
Disadvantage.
I'm rolling IRL since.
Yeah,
You know
go
what?
ahead.
You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm gonna use my inspiration. Give me that nat 20.
Never mind. I rolled.
You just got it.
Oh, I use it. I fucking burn it. Fucking 15
Okay.
to slap her hand. The fuck out of here! What the fuck are you doing?
I'll use the one that I've been holding onto since the beginning of the campaign.
Oh.
They're arguing. I'll slip.
All right,
some gold
go ahead and
into,
re-roll.
Gex's back pocket.
I still got
Aw.
a fucking nat 20.
No, you didn't.
I used my yes, I did.
You got a 15.
So, wait, no, hold on. What's your perception?
My perception is +2.
Yeah.
I have disadvantage, but my roll the first roll I did was a 20. But because I have disadvantage, it was a 2.
Yeah, no, I'm just making sure. So you did
No.
sleight of hand for the first. Wait a minute. Hold on.
I'm confused.
Okay, so the perception check, I used my inspiration, got a nat 20.
I only see the 4.
Yeah.
Because-
Yeah.
Roll when you use your inspiration die, you just
You
get
have to
re-roll.
Yeah, you get to re-roll.
Oh well, I rolled twice. It made me roll twice.
Advantage.
Just roll another
Persuasion.
Fuck.
d20.
Another d20.
Yeah.
Fucking 17.
Do you
Fuck.
get that? Do you get that +4, Vitani?
Yep, it's
Okay.
guidance, baby. Using Stu's own thing against him.
No!
Okay.
So, magically, you've got 5 gold now.
Fucking throwing it in the nearest tall fuck I see, I swear to God.
So, you guys go to collect your carts and donkeys and wagons from the stable master, and they're looking a little different. Gex, do you wanna tell them about the wagons?
Gex do.
Not only are they bigger, wider, and nicer, they have shock absorbers. They have the seats. The seats no longer just plain wood. They're like cushioned and all that, real nice. The big wagon that's covered is a little bit longer. There's a new donkey with a new cart. There's two wagons, a cart, and a new donkey. And the biggest thing is that there's a company's name on the side.
What happened to Hawkeye?
Hawkeye's still here. What are you talking about? Hawkeye's right here.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he's up top with Ronan.
So the wagon you guys had, the covered wagon you guys had, was a standard, wagon that had covering on it. This new one is 5 feet longer, has a third pair of wheels, and has an independent suspension system that allows the wheels to kind of move up and down. It's a gnomish design, but
Oh, you bitch.
Gex doesn't know that.
Oh, fuck.
Do you want my larger horse to pull the wagon?
No, fuck. No, Hawkeye and Ronan can do it. Yours is with the other wagon.
No.
Right. So there's a standard wagon, and then there's also a cart. They're all upgraded, all very beautifully crafted wood. It looks like they're polyurethane. They're weatherproof. And the wagon, the large wagon, has reinforced wheels, so it has a much smaller chance when you're traveling across rough terrain to actually damage the wagons.
Can't wait for the shit to get vandalized.
I know.
One more thing. On the side of every cart and wagon is a little placard. Well, not little, it's a big-ass placard.
Oh.
And,
I look at it.
Sorry, I can't remember. What did it read?
Like, something trading company?
Right, the carpentry or whatever it was.
Or carpentry, yeah.
So, let's see. I have it. I know I have it.
I'm looking at all these fucking comments I sent you.
I know.
Oh.
God.
I look over at Gex. Did you have someone make this?
Fuck no.
I roll insight.
Go ahead, I didn't make it.
Did
No,
you steal
I
it?
asked if you had someone make it.
Oh no, I did not have someone make it.
Just says Gexco on the side.
Oh, that's right. There's an Easter egg for Christy in this name. I got it. They all say on the side of them,
Uh-huh.
What?
they all say Townsend Carpentry Group on the side of on those big placards. That's what it's like advertising almost, like a billboard.
Gex will use the rope he attached to the wagon's seats to pull himself up there.
I mean, do you have to? You're on my back. You could probably just hop over.
Don't fucking patronize me, Primus, not you.
Can I use the rope to climb up too?
Sure. I mean,
Oh my god.
for you, it's more like grabbing like a little handle and like stepping up into the big truck. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Come on. Let's get in these bad boys.
So, the difference between the wagon and the big wagon. The old wagon, you could easily sit in it. It had enough space, but this one actually has benches for you to actually sit on. And the back can be detached and then reattached. From these squares can be reattached, And if you have something soft, can make a bed with the two. You can basically make two beds. The
Hop on my rides, guys.
Yeah, so all of them basically got replaced with upgraded wagons, and an upgraded cart. And there's also a new donkey.
Another new donkey?
Yes, there's three donkeys.
Jesus.
Oh, we're full of ass now.
Got all the ass.
Alright, let's transform.
Yeah, guys, get on these sweet rides.
So getting on your new wagons, you are able to, just about late twilight when night begins to set in, make your way to the manor. Now, to kind of give you guys, I'm pretty sure if you read it in the downtime, you'd see what Primus was up to and all the descriptions. But if not, I'll let you know that Primus did find a very large home. It is a massive estate with this beautiful kind of entryway that has started to overgrown, but you can still see the general kind of shape, the intent of what they were doing there. And it leads up to, there's these big wrought iron fences that close in the front kind of area. And in the back of the giant manor, there were these kind of still intact, slightly weathered, reinforced doors that would seem like they would lead in. Getting into the wrought iron fence might be a little bit of a challenge, but the back seems like it'd be the way to go as far as Primus picked up on how to actually get in. The building itself is 2 stories tall, and it has like a kind of like a vaulted ceiling on the top of it. It has almost like a castle-esque look to it on the outside, but it doesn't like have all the cobblestones and stuff that is very depictive of a castle. It's much more brick. It's more brick than it is large stones. The outside is covered in these vines, this green moss. The rose bushes have overtaken their intended space, and there's different vines climbing up the wrought iron, and Primus easily recognizes that some of these vines that are climbing up the wrought iron fence is poison ivy. It is starting to get dark, so those of you with dark vision, you're still able to see. Obviously, Vitani, you see like it's just before twilight. Does anyone not have dark vision?
I don't have dark vision.
It was
Damn,
Primus,
folk.
right? Yeah. And Cathend, I don't think you have dark vision, do you?
I'm double checking right now. I haven't checked my character out since the new book came.
Dragonborn, I don't think have dark vision.
Not just Dragonborn, Gem Dragonborn. They have,
I don't think they picked it up in
I
the
don't
book.
have dark vision. I have flight at 5th level.
I don't think any of the Dragonborns get dark vision.
Cool.
No.
So you
They
guys
used
are-
to, but it got changed in Fizmans. Because now they all get something different.
Nah, I'm pretty sure they never got it.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
did?
never had dark vision,
Oh.
which is
Wah,
dumb.
wah, wah, wah. I know kobolds get it, but dragonborns don't?
Yeah, that is
Well,
kind of
yeah.
dumb.
Well, kobolds are made from an evil creature, so that makes sense.
So you guys are starting to have trouble seeing. But-
Oh,
well,
nope. Ravenite
fucking-
Dragonborns get dark vision.
Ravenite.
Yes. They're from the player's handbook.
No, they're not.
Yes, it is. Ravenite uses Dragonborn traits in the player's handbook and replacing these scores, and then it says this is what else they get.
Ravenites are from Explorer's Guide to Wildmount.
It doesn't say here where it gets the reference form, but yeah. But yeah,
Cool.
they get dark vision.
Yeah.
Oh. You don't.
No, I don't. I get flight,
Sucker.
and I can speak into
Alright.
your mind. So I can always speak to Gax and say, I'm behind you.
Oh, cool. So
Let me just fucking waste a second level spell slot.
Oh, it's not a second level spell slot. It is a no action, and I can just do it automatically.
no. He's talking about giving himself dark vision.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you empower yourself with dark vision for the next 8 hours. Which means Cathen, you're the only one who's kind of blind right now.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, hold on. Let's see what's the weather like. Oh, so it would be. Let's see. The moon phase is actually all but full, so it'd actually be moonlight out. You'd be
Dim light.
fairly, yeah, you'd be in dim light. You're almost in full moonlight, so it's pretty bright out here. For being nighttime, of course. Gex, you're not at disadvantage. Congratulations, man.
Yay.
So, how would you guys like to go about investigating or entering or
Oh,
whatever you're getting up to?
Contact my GM about this. Ooh, that's nice.
Well, the fence is supposed to be harder, and the back was supposed to be easier, so we should probably go there.
I have to concur with my friend here.
Got it. Okay. Now,
We could enter from both sides.
How are you getting in the front?
One of us taller could help the smaller through the front. If because I remember
How wide are the bars for the fence?
well, it's pretty tight. Like they're only, I would say, probably like 3 or 4 inches apart.
what was top of the fence though?
Can I just,
Top.
can I just use
the
Dragon
fe-
Breath and destroy the fence?
The fence is about 10 feet tall.
With my height and reach, Gex and Rai could probably climb up me and over the fence from the front.
I could land safely, but then how will you get it?
I can become smaller.
Keza and Vitani and Kathend?
Through the back. 3 and 3.
Yeah, we can do that. We're going to split the party.
Well, he's only one ghost. What's the worst that could happen?
This is not going to turn into a Scooby Doo skit. Come on.
Instead, we
This
could-
is turning into a Scooby-Doo skit.
Fucking, if you turn into a goddamn great name, Morgan. Oh my god.
And I
Do it, Morgan!
I don't. Unless there was one in town, I can't.
You can't turn into a dog?
I mean, a wolf.
I can turn into a wolf. That's the closest thing.
That worked.
Yeah, he weirdly hasn't run into a canine yet. I mean, there are them roaming around, but just seem to be not around him.
You could be a mouse. Mice are everywhere.
Oh yeah.
You can
there-
turn
I've
into
got
a
lots
small
of-
lizard.
I've got lots of
Well, we've already got Gex.
wild creatures.
You motherfuckers.
What?
I fucking start scaling the wall. Fuck them.
What? What did they?
All right.
I got an 11 in my climb.
And you're climbing what, the wall or the fence?
The fence.
Okay.
Roll
It's
for
an
poison
11.
I imagine because I'm small, it's easier for me to get a foothold and stuff.
Well, it's actually very easy to climb. I just need you to make a con save.
Oh no.
Con save, you say? How's that for a con save?
Good. You managed to climb up the acrobatics. Easy enough to climb because that's exactly what I was going to have you roll. Very low DC because of the vines, and you and Rye were going to have the easiest time climbing this. Getting up the fence and down. Your con save was just to make sure you didn't get poisoned by the ivy.
Ah,
Very poisonous ivy. Rye, would you like a lift?
Yes. Toss me over.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
easy. For you being as tall as you are, and then with your arm span, like you can literally just like slam dunk her over the.
Yeah.
volleyball spiker.
Right.
You land on your feet because you're a monk. So we have Gex and Rye inside the fence.
Just looking really quick.
There is like gates in the front if you want to try to burst those, but again, they're overgrown.
Okay.
Don't we have oil and a match? We can just get rid of the
so
overground.
Burn down the whole fucking place. Why not?
This
That would
is
solve the ghost problem.
Or unleash them.
Okay, so I'm gonna make my way over the
Okay.
fence.
They wouldn't be inside the house anymore.
Oh, jump spell.
So we're going through the front door, right?
I'm gonna ask you a question, Primus. Are you jumping over the fence, or are you cannoning yourself through the fence?
I'll go over the fence.
Okay.
Do like
So-
how the cops. I mean, I'm assuming 8 foot tall. He can do like the cops do, where they put the 2 hands up and then just jump their feet over.
Well, with his super empowered jump here, he's able to lift himself up, travels over the fence, and then comes down. Which I don't. It just says you can jump triple, right?
Yeah.
So your high jump is blah 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 blah. Yeah, it would get you over the fence and then back. Yeah, you'd be fine.
Yeah.
So you clear the fence easy, land a lot less gracefully than
I was like, I'm not
small
concerned.
Rye. Yeah.
I'm okay. I landed fine.
So you have 3 of you inside now.
Uh-huh.
Okay, now
What's
it's
the other
time.
3 doing?
Now the other 3 are going to go to the back. We're going to split the party.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
Best
Front door
move,
team and backdoor team.
team backdoor.
Hey, question: Did Vitani hand out the healing potions, or are they still in the wagon?
There's healing potions in the wagon.
I handed them out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she did.
What were they?
I don't remember.
They
Just
were
normal healing?
They were just healing potions. Yeah.
What, like
Yeah.
2 or 3 apiece?
What?
Oh, right, you got
didn't get-
you got that box of healing potions or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I think it's like 1 each.
I tricked someone.
That's not how you spell potion.
Now I got another one. Sweet.
Yes, you have who? Yeah, who has the minor healing potion?
Don't worry about it.
We don't have any miners on our team. I don't know if it'll work.
Oh, we have Gex.
I'll fucking kill you.
So how do the other three one of you try to get over to, or?
Speechless. They're all speechless.
They're just
Fine.
sitting at the front
Amazing
door
skills.
or the back door.
Waiting for you to open it for him?
We don't.
We don't.
Is there vines on this door?
Oh, did you guys actually go to the back door, the three of you?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. All right, so okay, so let's start with the back door real quick, because that's going to be a little bit more simpler than the front. The back door, it is mossy. It does have vines like across it, but it's a lot less dense than what was on the irons, because obviously the fence allows for them to creep up and kind of like, uniform into each other, where they're just kind of crawling across the surface here. So it's a lot less to deal with, but there are some vines there. They're just vines, though. They're not poisonous at all.
Okay. Is the door unlocked?
You want to give it a try?
I do.
Okay. So, giving the back door a good shove, it kind of resists a little bit.
Vitani's about to get extra cursed.
Do you need a hand?
It doesn't feel weird. It feels like, just like,
It's locked.
yeah, it feels like it's secured.
Cool.
Do you want me to break down the door?
She. This is gonna sound stupid, DM.
Okay.
Can I pick the lock with my claws?
No, there isn't actually a visible lock. Like,
Damn
there's no. Yeah.
I like how you said this 5 feet away from an actual road.
About how strong
What?
does the door look, by the way?
Oh yeah, Kay's is there.
Yeah, it just reminds me of that Vox Machina scene.
Oh yeah.
I just wanted to try to pick a lock with my claw. Leave me
So-
alone.
It's actually a pretty damn big set of doors. They're like 10 feet tall and about 10 feet wide a piece. They're almost like barn doors.
Does it look like I can blow them down?
I mean, you could try to.
Thunder breath weapon.
Oh, your thunder breath. Okay.
So
Okay.
Does it look like I can huff and puff and blow them down?
Possibly. Go ahead and roll damage. Let's see how it goes.
Alrighty. Where's it at?
Because door doesn't get to make a save. It's shit.
Yeah, I must hit everything. 10 max damage.
Okay. All right. It'll actually be probably enough. There was a rotted bar across it, like a wooden block on the inside. So it doesn't have its same integrity as it used to. So when you send your very loud, thunderous breath at it,
Everyone
does
can hear me
burst.
for miles. Probably.
It does burst the door open, and the two doors just kind of give in a little bit. And as they do, they snap in. You notice the hinges that they're on are like double-sided, so you can actually pull them out or in.
Saloon doors.
Everyone about 100 feet away probably heard me shout at these damn doors.
Yeah, so for sure, Gex, Primus, and Rye hear a thunderous shout followed by the splintering of wood.
The
And
fuck did Vitani do?
I will stand back up and say, "Doors unlocked. Let's go. Let's proceed."
Batani's face palming. We probably could have found a way to go in a little bit more quiet.
Oh man, Gex is gonna give you guys so much shit.
There They're under attack. We must move quickly. I'm gonna jump into the front door.
Dex jumps on Primus's back.
Oh, straight
All right,
away,
well,
go
on my
and say
back.
the door's
On
now
my back.
unlocked.
We'll get there in a sec. So just for the back door people, we'll clean you up just real fast. As you enter, you do see immediately a barn door kind of entrance. As you kind of come in, these are stables. Essentially, there are 5 sets of stables. There is one like stable that actually has a set of steps leading into a basement, and directly in front of you is another set of doors that look just the same, but one's already slightly cracked, so you can tell that's not unlocked. That's not locked, so you can tell that's ready to go.
Okay.
And we'll pause there for a sec. So we'll go up to front team. So you guys haven't quite heard the thunderous shout yet. While you guys hop over, the 3 begin walking along the side of this castle. The 3 of you are basically inside of this overgrown kind of garden, essentially.
Gotcha.
The rose bushes have sharp thorns on them. There are very tall, vine-covered, like shrubbery, and the shrubs are just way out of, repair. There is, as I mentioned to Primus, there's a very large fountain with kind of like a bird fountain in the center. The water is absolute trash. Like, it's dark green, has moss on top of it. And the cobblestone that kind of outlines the walkway is slightly preserved. You can tell where the walkway is, but there's definitely a lot of tall grass sprouting out from between the stones.
Oh. I want a land shark through the tall grass.
All right, so
Da 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 da.
Dex is in the background with Rye, just like the shitty, thick jungle scene.
I mean, why don't you just follow the path that fucking Primus left for you?
So here's how the DM saw this going. Primus gets down, begins to land shark. On the back of Primus is Gex riding him, kind of like you would see someone riding a dolphin in certain scenes, right? Just holding on to one of his large spiky fins. And then the tail, swishing behind Primus, carries a wide smiling Drayling.
Brings a smile to your face.
You guys get to about the epicenter where the fountain is, and you see that the front of this building is mostly just glass, and on either side, the left and the right, have stairs leading up to doors that go inside the home.
Greenhouse?
Does the glass shatter when I roar?
No, so you guys were against the wood. You're way too far away to burst the glass.
Alright. Okay, I'm gonna ask you this. Every decrepit building, an abandoned building I've been by, there's always a few broken window panes.
And
Do we
there are.
see any?
Oh yeah.
Alright. I go to the one nearest to the front door. Alright, Primus, put me in there.
So on the left-hand side, there are 3 windows, kind of on that kind of like those castle-like pillars that go up on the corners of the building. One of those castle-like pillars at the bottom, only about 7-ish feet around there. One of the windows rests, and it is broken in. And you can, Primus can easily put you up in the sill.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll do that.
Alright, my 2'3" body with 27 pounds easily just, squeezes them through the window pane.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I jump down and I walk to the door to unlock it.
Okay, so where you land is actually kind of like this corner alcove.
Yeah.
You're on stone tile. You were nimble enough to avoid the broken glass on the floor.
Well, I mean, I'm wearing shoes. I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
Neanderthal.
So the inside is actually in much better repair. It's not overgrown or being overtaken. It is dusty. There are cobwebs scattered throughout, and I think this would actually be a good time to cue the moody music. Now, Gex, you gauging where you're at.
Yes.
Oh, I have this turned way too far down. Oh, it didn't load. Oh well. So, whenever you jump in, you look ahead. There is a small hallway that leads to a dead end and makes a sharp right, which is the direction you want to go. You follow that around. When you make that corner, that hallway continues on for probably, like 80, 90 feet. But to your left is a door that probably leads to that front door that you guys saw. And to your right is another hallway that leads to... so there's like a table down there, and then there's a set of steps that climb upstairs. There's also several doors down the hallway that you're looking.
Well, Gex, knowing that Kaiza is with the other two tall fucks, Gex will just walk to the back door because Kaiza could easily open that door. I'm assuming.
Probably right. So you're gonna just make the door come in and go to the front?
Yeah, I'm gonna go get the Primus and Rye.
All right. So you open up the door.
I tell them no solicitation or whatever the word is.
Well, when you open up the door, you see a big dining table that seats probably 12, 14 people.
Yeah.
And about 12 to 14 ghostly images turn their head to look at you, and all vanish into the floor.
Am I drunk? The fuck?
Yes.
Wrong character.
Okay, hold on. Let me get into the mind space Gex would do.
And also, in this moment, as you freeze for a sec, you can also hear some very loud footfalls coming from upstairs.
Gex runs to the fucking door. Primus! Primus!
So, the front door isn't locked at all. You fucking push it right open.
Alright, I'm gonna immediately put myself in front of the Gex to kind of shield him from whatever he's running from.
There are no ghosts. You see an empty dining room.
Primus, you can't believe me. There's like 20 of them.
Can you count to 20?
No.
I mean, I said 14. He overshot, so I think that's fair.
We need no convincing. We knew something was here.
You do, although, as you know, again, there's a pause while you check out the room. You do also hear the same large footfalls coming from the upper floor.
Where's the staircase?
The staircase is like if you look at the open door that Gex came through. Peering down the hallway, there's a hallway that leads directly upstairs. And you do see kind of like a table down that way, and there's also a number of doors on the side. I think there's maybe a total of 6 doors down that hallway.
Primus,
Four on the left, 2 on the right.
Primus, quick! Stomp your feet louder! Stomp your feet louder, bud! Use those big, tall, flat
It
feet!
won't play anything.
We
I got it playing on the recording.
we may not want to alert them to our presence.
They already know. They already know, man!
I'm gonna kind of
How tall are these ghosts?
Gex to be quiet.
Hey, CJ, can you give me
There we go.
like mod privileges real quick?
I will pretend like I know how to do that.
It's under management.
Sir, go to okay, yeah.
Right click on Vitani, assign role. GM.
They don't have any roles, love.
Oh,
Cool.
I will run you through on how to do that after the session.
Just go up to the top where it says beginning unfolds, click the little drop down button, click server settings, click roles.
Okay.
And go to like Vitani.
Okay.
And then just permissions. And then just check mark everything.
Oh, I got it. Okay.
And then save. Let me know when that's done.
Yeah. Wow, there are so many of these.
Yeah.
There we go. Save changes. There we go.
Okay.
Now
So,
let me try since I kicked it. Let's see if it'll actually do
Hold
it.
on. Now I just do this. I am human. Fuck.
Turns out you're not.
Apparently. Shit. Taha.
There it goes. Ha ha ha.
Well, I got you something a little bit better.
Ooh, that's really loud.
I got you something a little bit better than...
Hydra sucks dick.
No, it doesn't. That's what I use.
There we go. Alright. So not Groovy is back up and running. Okay. Now, you guys have bursted in. You are looking for Primus, the allies that are presumably in trouble. Let's go back to the backdoor team. As you step in to the stable room, you do see in 2 of the stables there are equine skeletons. They're resting on the ground, don't seem to be moving, and they seem to have been here for a long time. In the other stables, there are simple implements, shovels, rakes, and such, just leaned up against the wall. Dried out straw, simply laying on the ground. You don't feel as if there's any kind of threat or anything right now. And I will mention, also, as you walk into this room, there are 8 torch kind of like the wall hanging torches. Sconce, thank you. They are lit, and the fire seems ethereal.
You all see that, right?
Of course.
Yes. Kithen can see for now.
I think they heard me.
Ooh, for now.
I think whatever these are, they have to do with whatever is lingering in this home.
Well, looks like we'll have to figure out what's going on and how to relieve them of these regrets.
Keza,
Yes.
what do you think about this whole situation?
Well, I'm not sure. Paranormal things and the like are not really my area of knowledge and expertise.
I see 120 feet out. What do I see? I think it's 120. Is it 120? I think it's 120, or maybe it might be 300.
It's 300 feet.
It's 300. Yeah.
So again, the doors right in front of you are slightly cracked. Just showing that it's unlocked. Like you don't like it's not cracked enough to just like look through them. On the other side, when you look down the steps, it does lead you. I mean, you do if you look down there, it does show this kind of basement area, and you do notice some. I'm gonna say some crates are kind of down there, just like some boxes.
Okay. Maybe we should meet up with the others in the front.
Oh, if the house allows, we don't know if it's going to be playing some sort of trick. If one ventures too far, one could get turned around. Do we have any way to tether the outside before moving inward?
But Tawny takes out some chalk.
Oh, that'll work perfectly fine.
Yeah, that's good.
And
I promise you, this isn't Rose Red level.
Every, I'm gonna say every 10 feet or so, but Tawny's gonna make a mark
Okay. Just as you
on
go.
the wall or on the ground?
on the wall.
Whatever's available, I would imagine, yeah. So as you walk in, you're able to, you leave a mark kind of on the couple of pillars as you pass by, and pushing in the doors to the inner chamber. You actually walk into this massive space. It is just big and empty, and it has this kind of feel like this was maybe some kind of hold or storage space or something that where you could set up a large kind of gathering of, whether it be horses, people, materials. Like it was made to just hold things. You see three stairways that just lead up about 10 feet to the same size doors. They're about, again, these are 10 feet tall, but they're 5 feet wide. They're not quite as big as the doors you came through. Directly ahead, the front one is a much larger stairway that leads to wide doors, but they're not super tall. These are about 10 feet by they're about 10 feet by 10 feet, so they're about the same as those barn doors. And they look like they open from the hinges. Since you have your super sight, you can see that the hinges definitely indicate that they're supposed to open towards, like, into the chamber. So, from the perspective you guys are at, like looking downward here, you would have a set of doors to your left, set of doors to your right, set of doors straight ahead. But this space is completely empty. There are some cobwebs, there is some dust piles, but otherwise it's just barren. And it's big.
Okay. Vitani looks at Keza. You take the lead.
Alrighty.
And I'm going to place my hand on the shoulder and give you a vigilant blessing.
And to give you an idea of the space, it's literally 125 feet by 125 feet. It's a massive open space.
So there you go, Zia.
Give advantage on. Okay, cool.
Okay.
If we run into a counter, you have advantage.
So, Keza, as I mentioned, you have a set of stairs on the left, the right, and straight ahead. Straight ahead is the biggest set of stairs. Which direction would you like to go?
I fairly feel like
I would say this, though. Because of the loudness of Gex's situation,
Rar.
you would hear... I'm going to say make a perception check to see if you can get a bearing on the direction. But you would hear the sound of Gex semi-panicking.
Which direction did you say?
So you have... Well, that's what I'm saying. Make a perception check to see if you can bear in, like,
No,
maybe...
I want to
like...
just hear it outright. I don't want to make a check.
I'm gonna roll for stealth for my panic.
So, you do hear... I mean, it's definitely straight, at least straight ahead. I was just gonna say if you could pick up on, like, which side it was. But you
let's
hear...
see.
Gex shouting, and if you rolled high enough, I was gonna say you could even pick up on what he was saying.
16.
16? Nah. Okay. So you do kind of get the general direction, which is going to be more to the left.
Alright, we're gonna go left stairs, I guess.
All right. So you guys are headed towards the left. Primus, you see a hallway straight ahead. There is a set of stairs. There's a table, 6 doors, and at where the stairs and table are, that does seem to open up a little bit. How'd you like to go?
Okay. Well, first off, Gex is freaking out. So I'm gonna close his mouth with one of my giant hands and whisper at him to calm down. And I'm gonna I will release you. Just don't yell again. Alright, I'll let go of his mouth.
There are about 25 ghosts. I don't know, there's a lot of them.
I thought you said there were 20.
Look, they're like a gaggle of ghosts.
A gaggle or a cornucopia?
I don't fucking hear you. I'm ignoring that.
Okay, so there's a lot of
Infestation.
ghosts.
A lot of ghosts. A lot of ghosts.
A pride.
All of you
There we
stay up. Look, calm down, right? Calm down. It's just ghosts. Calm down,
How do you
Ryan.
know they were ghosts?
Huh?
How do you know they were ghosts?
Because they looked at me, and then they sunk to the floor and vanished.
It would be afraid of ghosts, by the way.
Could have been a apparition.
All that. And then...
You both, neither of you are here. I'm ignoring you.
Okay.
Through the floor.
Yeah.
Or could have been a fucking poltergeist too.
That's still a ghost, Sia.
No, it's not. It's a fucking different thing.
Oh my god.
It's still a type of ghost.
Did you not
What?
know
Yeah,
that joke?
Are
yeah,
you
like
some
you-
kind of ghost expert, Erica?
I mean, yes. Actually,
I'm just messing around.
You're a ghost expert?
considering what I used to do in college, yeah.
Ghost everybody?
Okay, you two. Primus?
We need to proceed calmly and quietly.
Mm-hmm.
Loudly and proudly.
Gex takes out the salt.
Stay
All
close-
right.
Stay close to me.
Can you kill a dead? I mean, dead? Not bone dead, but ghost dead.
I hear if you slap him with this shit, it hurts. Gex shows the salt. You want some?
I'm not hungry.
Fine, more for me.
Okay. So there's footsteps coming down a staircase, correct? Or there's loud footsteps?
Not down, just like in the second level, and I'm just gonna check where it wandered to. It's moving away from you currently. It literally was just overhead, and it started to move to the right.
Okay. Shit. Okay. So I'm gonna proceed to go down the hallway with the 6 doors and kind of check the first one on the left.
Okay.
Gex
So,
is on Primus's back with a handful of salt in his right hand.
so the first one on the left, you open that up, and there are a number of barrels, some crates, and it looks like some old bags of presumably flour or other dry goods.
Okay. Some sort of storage.
Yeah, some kind of storage room.
Okay.
But I will say, as you, because you're the only one with a high enough passive to notice, as you stepped into the hallway to continue on to that first door, a ghostly figure in a dress just barely leaves sight as you step into the hallway, and it's going towards the front of the home. But it's just like a faint catch.
Okay.
Primus, why'd you stop?
There's a figure going to the doorway. So I want to kind of turn and look at the front door.
So
Do we go
you're,
to the door?
let me just make a slight amendment on that. So I'm just saying towards the front of the house, not necessarily the doorway. Like you were traveling, you could say north, and it was heading south, and it was about 60, 70 feet off.
Is it the direction that we heard the loud thunder come from?
No, this is heading the opposite direction now.
What's wrong? You scared too, Big Guy?
Something going the opposite direction of us.
Do we need to go after it?
We need to find the others before we chase anything.
Well, what if it's going after the others?
It's,
I mean, you heard that loud explosion, right? That
Yeah,
hasn't been Vitani.
Promise, you know it's it's heading the wrong way.
Um,
right about that time, as you search that first room and then catch that figure, Keza, you pull open these two big doors and let them kind of drift, and they make a gentle clattering, against the stonework. And you see in front of you 2 tables, a couple of chairs, a couple of small, just a couple of small tables next to those chairs, a stairway, a trio of hallways, and looks like a range and a pantry. So probably part of the kitchen.
Oh shit! I checked the pantry. What kind of snacks they packing? You got fucking Doritos?
So
Hey, Scooby Snacks?
as Keza moves across the room to go to the pantry, Primus, you see Keza pass right by.
Oh, I fucking throw the salt in her eyes.
So no, you guys are still about.
Oh.
You guys are about 30 feet away.
One of those 6 doors she comes out.
No, so where the stairs are and the table, she's
Okay.
in that room.
Oh, okay. So she just kind of like walks in front.
Yeah,
of
she
the
just walks past you. I'm just gonna check something real quick.
Fucking throw that sand.
Yeah. Keza, your passive is just low enough to not notice them.
We're also.
What about mine?
Well, presumably you guys haven't quite followed in yet, but I mean,
I'm following.
I'm sure you'd be able to pick them up because your passive is probably the highest in the group. But if you check, like if you follow her slowly, Keza, he goes across the room straight to the pantry. You and Kathen kind of fall a little bit behind, and you step right into view of Primus. Primus, you see her. Vitani sees you.
Primus!
I put my finger in front of my mouth in the universal motion for.
She
shush.
nods.
Keza, you open the pantry, and it's mostly emptied out, save for a few bottles that have just paint on them that indicate like different kinds of spices. So there's pepper, salt, ground garlic.
I go over and tap Keza on the shoulder.
Yes.
I turn his head towards the Primus.
Yeah, you pull him away from the pantry back into the hallway where you can see Primus. Yeah.
Keza, what are you doing? Are you robbing a fucking ghost?
They're like 40 feet away from us. Shut up.
How far
I
is
was
it
just
in there?
joking, by the way. I wasn't actually gonna check the pantry.
Oh, you checked it. Congratulations, you found some
Well-
salt.
Dang, no
Be salty.
snacks here.
You guys are about 40 feet. You guys are Keza, Kathend, and Vitani. You guys are about at the entrance of the hallway. The exit of the hallway to where Primus is at the entrance. Primus, you're right next to the first set of doors.
Mhm.
The second set of doors is also like a double door situation, and after that, there are just 2 sets of doors to the left, and on the right is just wall.
Okay. I'll bring my herd that are all hanging on to me over towards the others.
Okay.
It
is a
So-
herd, isn't it?
Yeah.
You step past those doors, no problem, and you rejoin the group.
Okay. So now, with everybody within my pass without trace, we should be safe to speak freely without being detected.
I can speak into his mind. What messages do you want me to send to keep everything absolutely silent? Psionic mind.
Does that allow me to reply with
you reply to me in my
money?
head, and then I can tell other people.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm pretty much a communicator. I'm the middleman in this case.
Okay. There are footsteps on the floor above. We have not seen it, but we have heard it.
I'll relay to Vitani, Kaiza, Rye, and Gax in that order.
And Gex be like, there's like 20, 25 ghosts here.
But yes, I will relay the message to everybody else to keep it nice and quiet in the head, and relay messages between each person as I can.
And it's right about then, as you guys are speaking, mentally. Yeah, mentally conversating. You hear a loud crash in the south-southeast direction. Sounds like it's in one of the rooms that you passed by.
Onward, Primus!
I'm gonna look to the group and nod my head, and then proceed.
So do these guys have ghost coins? Can I take their ghost coins?
Are they shiny?
Okay.
How much you think like a ghost dollar would go for?
Well, it depends on what freight of ghosts we get and what loot they have.
Hey CJ, I want you to calculate the value of ghost money.
I'll see if we can figure that out.
Super valuable if you find a ghost dealer.
It's
Hey, can we
transparent.
get the ghost blade in this campaign?
Jesus.
I don't know, man. It was kind of a pain to make.
There's I'll say the sound that you hear is a lot like the sound of whenever someone drops like a dish or breaks a pottery. It's like a
Glass.
crashing, like a ksh.
Ah,
Oh, they're dropping plates now.
the cook messed up.
Yeah, Primus, let's go find out. Come on, onward!
Yeah. Without speaking, I head towards the noise.
So yeah, it's the door caddy corner to the one you checked out.
Gotcha.
So it's the second upper right door. When you push that in, it leads into a proper kitchen. There are a few stools at a long kind of island, if you will. There's a range. It's dead. Several plates, dishes, and stuff up on shelves. And what seemed to have fallen off, if you will, air quotes fallen, is a plate that's shattered kind of near the doorway, like where you step in.
Mhm.
But there's no place for that to be. Kind of seems like maybe it got thrown.
Gotcha.
Can Gex see which spot of the tables is missing a plate?
Well, the tables aren't set. It's more like a spot to prepare food.
Gotcha.
It's like a kitchen island. The dish, I will say, the plate, the stacks. Looking at them, I would say Primus would notice, given his height, that there is one stack that doesn't have a shit ton of dust on the top plate. Probably that one.
And that's over across the other side.
Yeah, when you check out the dishes, yeah, it's on the exact opposite side of the room.
Okay. Is there another doorway on that side?
There's no doors leading out of this kitchen. There are a couple windows that look into that great big open area.
You say that we're looking for ghosts? Creatures of another plane, I assume.
Plane? What?
Ghosts are typically not from another plane. They're from this plane, but cannot move on to the afterlife.
The fuck's It's a plane.
We are currently in the material plane. There are other planes in existence.
There are other fucking plane. What? Are you like other?
The ethereal plane, since they phases in and out of our plane.
Think of it like where you live, where things reside.
Oh, Gex, to help you out, think of this as we're in the mortal house, and if you cross the street, you might see ghosts who live in that house.
Or fire elementals in the house to the side.
Yeah?
Oh.
Or it could just be dragons about 2 blocks down.
What? What?
Where do you live?
Are you guys fucking drunk?
No.
No.
I'm
So-
sorry.
So just to clarify, planes are known of, right? There aren't very many known ways on how to travel to those planes because the magic required to get there it's not something that you
But
typically see.
Is this common knowledge or only things that, educated people are taught?
Educated people, like essentially, Keza would probably have heard at least stories of them.
I'm dungeon diving most of the damn time.
Yeah, Kithen definitely understands that other planes exist, and I would absolutely say that Vitani would be aware of other planes, as gods are typically viewed as existing in an astral sea.
So these two fucking tall fucks are talking about weird planes and shit. I just look at the other Primus and Rhyme like, do you know what the fuck they're talking about?
Can I roll Arcana to see if I can see the ghost?
No.
Well, there's no.
It then says there's a dragon that lives across the street from him, so.
The fuck are you living at? There's a dragon across the street.
I think you're living with us, because I'm a dragon and I can be across the street.
Okay, first of all, you're not a dragon. You're a dragon born. Even I know that.
Ah, you do know the difference.
We need to focus.
Yeah, guys, enough with your planes and dragons and ghosts.
But yeah.
Well, we can't forget the ghosts. Ghosts are here.
They're ghosts. We need to focus on our ghosts, I agree.
So how do you scare a ghost away?
I heard you use salt. Salt and silver.
Well, I have silver, so I can hit the ghost.
I got salt. I'll throw it in their face. Then you hit them.
We may be able to return them to rest without hurting them.
You know, we should have knocked on the door. Maybe they would have been nice ghosts and let us in. Now that I think about it, I wasn't really attacked.
Oh, I don't know why you would attack.
Gex, CJ, did I see any normal-sized ghosts?
You don't see any ghosts in this particular room.
No, I saw earlier when they all disappeared.
Oh, they look like human ghosts.
Oh, so tall fucks.
Yeah, they're tall fuck ghosts.
Okay, then yeah, okay. Then they've gotta be bad.
Okay.
What did the ghost look like?
Bunch of tall fucks.
That doesn't narrow it down.
But
Like
Tommy's size at that.
What?
We should check these other doors.
They look like they were to have dinner and then they sunk down to the ground.
Maybe they were feeling low.
I'm gonna take my 2 riders out of the kitchen while they're conversing with the other people to go look at another door.
Okay, so when you step out, I'll just tell you, you have on set of double doors 1, set of double doors 2, you've checked out left lower door and right upper door.
Left lower door, right upper door. Okay.
I follow Primus.
I see Vitani is leaving the
So,
conversation. I follow.
There's a door straight across from you.
Yeah.
And then there's a door below you. and then there are 2 doors above you.
Okay.
Hey.
Let's just go straight across.
Right. Why do you think with Vitani? She's always on my case.
What? What case?
On my back, you know.
But you don't have a case.
You don't have a case on your back. You have a backpack.
Why is Vitani always upset?
Because you speak rudely and not...
I'm not talking to you.
Oh my god.
It's never upset with you.
Well, you're
Fine,
talking
you always-
up, so I have to speak down.
Oh god.
The fuck did you just say?
Well, no, we're on Primus's back, so it's kind of even keel right now.
That epic roast.
You know, you're talking big shit for someone who loses those fucking kneecaps.
You might be up to my kneecaps, but I'm surprised that you can hear me down there.
Would you stop antagonizing him?
It's a lot of fun.
I don't care.
It really is
So-
starting to get this disrupting.
What's behind door number 3?
So door number 3, you guys, when you open up that door, it is a old defunct bed, and it has a small kind of like dresser, tucked in the corner. It's probably a servant's quarters.
Okay, that makes sense then.
Primus, what exactly was the tale about the ghost?
What?
Um,
My history is
Reveal
not the
these are-
greatest. But it was. What the hell?
All right,
was it?
I
Something about over
I-
there.
got it. Oh, that hasn't been. Right. So it was very Romeo and Juliet up to the end.
Mhm.
The basically two families, not the greatest of friends, but they weren't like, dire enemies, right? They just
Mhm.
necessarily didn't like each other, and there was a little bit of ire between them. But one of the
Like
sons,
families.
yeah. So there were 2 sons and a daughter, essentially, that were involved here. So on family side A, 2 sons were, kind of crushing on the daughter of family B. Son A and daughter get together, but son B is very jealous, and decides eventually that, if he can't have her, no one can.
Yeah, classic. Classy. So, Gex, there were 2 families. One side had 2 male children, and the other side had a female child. One of the males and the female got together, and the other male was unhappy and killed the female.
And just the female?
From what I heard, that was the main point.
But where did all the other ghosts come from?
Maybe the rest of the families, I do not know.
What was... Good.
Okay, so one person got the girl, the other person didn't like him, so killed them. And it spread out and it killed everybody else?
I don't think so.
That's what we heard. You know as much as we do.
Do you know the names?
Romeo and Juliet got spread around a lot.
What was the name that they were shouting at the town market? TJ?
Say that again?
What was the name that they were shouting around at the town market?
Oh, so in the town market, you heard a mention of Lord Von Shroud's, basically his manor, his estate.
So it would be Lady Von Shroud.
No, this is the male side of the conflict. So, Lord Von Shroud was the son. So when the father passed away, the son, took over, like he, ascended, to his proper place, and then the daughter and him started to court court, but his younger brother was jealous of his older brother and had I think it was poisoned the daughter, princess in this case. So she had expired. Now the son was overcome with grief. The older sibling was overcome with grief and took his own life. Now this is where it kind of deviates, because she was already dead. It wasn't like a fake poisoning or. So when he crossed over, he discovered what his brother had done from whatever source had shepherded his soul, and gave him the option to return, essentially, to seek vengeance. Only, it doesn't seem like after he had claimed vengeance that his soul was able to rest.
Ah. Is this player knowledge or only Sean knowledge?
That would be.
I think you guys actually talked about this.
I know the orphans told me.
Yeah, so the orphans are the one who told you the story, and they gave you less detail, so this back half of that is more for you guys.
Okay, gotcha. We'll figure it out. Yeah, I guess Cathen wanted to roll Arcana.
Yeah.
I asked a while ago.
Might be time to venture to the next floor. Gex,
Wait,
you said the spirits descended?
Yes, but what about the woman you saw?
She was headed toward the front door.
Towards the front of the building, yeah. It wasn't
Towards the front.
towards a door, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're checking the other doors? Is that what you said, or did I miss that?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I figured we should just open them all up.
Open them all up.
Out of the
Okay.
way.
So the first door you opened up that had the door. The second door you opened up, and again another set of quarters. The third one, when you open up, this time there is a red, kind of translucent figure, and it's hovering over this bed, and it almost looks like the bed is bloody, but it's dried. It's been dried of blood for centuries. It would appear, not for real, years. So when you see this figure, it turns towards you, and literally from left ear to right ear is a split, wide open, maniacal grin with these sharp, shark-like teeth that gaze at you, and there are these streaks of blood coming down from its eyes. And I need you, just you, to make an initiative roll.
Primus or
Just
and
Primus.
Gex?
Just Primus. Not good. Yeah, definitely beats you. So, it spins on you real fast, and this red, blood-colored blade in its right hand swings out towards you. What's your AC?
I got a 17. But I guess technically, if I don't have any of my equipment out, it's only 15.
Okay, so you're not suited up.
Well, I have natural armor, but the 17 is from a shield. But I don't know if I would have my shield out or not.
Okay, so if you're at 15, it does hit, just barely hit.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so the ghostly figure stabs into you with this blade, and you take all of 2 damage. But I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay. You, while inside this house, have trouble seeing. Your the dark vision that you cast on yourself is halved.
Okay, that's not that bad.
So just 2 piercing damage. I don't know if you have any resistance to that,
No.
but your sight is halved.
Okay.
The figure that stabbed you seems to pass through you and dissipate into the air.
Oh, fuck. Can I throw salt on him?
I mean, yeah, sure, you can throw salt.
I throw salt in his fucking face.
So as you throw the salt and it hits his face, it seems to disapparate into the air.
God fucking damn it.
It's almost like the salt dispelled it.
Ah. Wait.
Is that one that you saw?
No. Not that I'm aware of. There are a lot. Like 20, maybe 30?
So, for as far as this kitchen space goes, the southern portion you fully explored. To the north, there is the steps that lead north. Vitani, you would have noticed. I'm sorry I didn't say this. There is a long hallway adjacent to the steps that leads into another opening. And you would have seen that just because you have super long sight.
Okay.
And then on the other side of the stairs, there's a very short hallway that leads to 2 doors. On the long hallway, there is 2 more doors, but it leads to a set of stairs that descend.
Are you okay, Primus?
I'm gonna kind of feel where I was pierced. There isn't any like blood or anything like that. It was just kind
No
of like an
noticeable
ethereal
wound,
poke.
no. Yeah. Just an
Um,
ethereal stab.
I don't understand. What did it do? Did it hurt?
We are having trouble seeing clear, but there's only minor damage.
Guys, take some salt. It worked. I knew it'd work.
Did anyone see which way it went?
Yeah, so everyone that was kind of in there would have seen it just kind of vanish after it struck you, like it kind of floated into you and just...
Just in. Keza, Vitani, here, take a thing of salt.
I'll take some salt.
Yeah, sure.
Just about this time, you hear coming back towards where you're at, those heavy footfalls on the upper floor.
Maybe it's not the best that we run. Maybe we let it come to us.
Or we go to it.
No, because then the same thing that happened to Primus will happen again. It's best that we lay the ambush.
I think it's best if all of us are able to see a little bit better. Vitani's holy symbol glows as she waves her hand over everybody, giving them the eyes of night.
All right, so everybody, your sight immediately improves. You are seeing as if it was dimly lit. So you're not just relying on your dark vision and some shades of light from the moonlight. You have standard vision. Primus. Your sight does clear up. You can see colors. Just as if it were dim light.
Mhm.
Still can't see past 30 feet.
Gotcha.
Really, can't it wouldn't half the range that I give them?
No, it's meant to go to 30 feet. I just said half because it was half.
Ah, okay.
It was a Vitani trap that fucking Primus walked into.
Ha! Fuck you, CJ.
Good job, Primus. You saved Vitani.
Nice. I'm used to 30-foot vision, so it's okay.
But CJ,
Yes,
I'm starting to fade.
I got you. So this would actually be a fair place. We could pause here because we're not in the midst of any action. You guys have. I will bring you over real quick though. Now that I have the proper area revealed, and show you roughly what you guys were looking at. I forgot there was another entrance to this place, but that's okay.
That'll be our exit.
And I'll get this cleaned up a little bit, but I will bring you over.
Oh, and name for the session?
Ghost!
I was gonna say 25 ghosts.
25 ghosts? Or do you want me to start
Or more. 25 ghosts or more.